Good evening everyone. Hope you all are fine. As you know that today is our physics class. We have finished half chapter and rest of the chapter we'll do today. I told you about concave and convex lens and we have done real and virtual image. Today we'll start with ray diagrams. Okay, we are starting with ray diagrams. Ray diagrams are formed between concave and convex lens, right? So why we need ray diagram? So ray diagram is used to find the position and characteristics of the image formed by the lens. One more time, what are ray diagrams? Ray diagrams are the diagrams that tells us about the image and its property formed by the lens. It may be a concave lens or it may be a convex lens. I told you about the rays also. In last class I told you mostly we'll draw three types of incident rays, right? I'll just repeat one more time, right? Suppose I'll show it to you with the help of convex lens. So here we have convex lens, right? This is the optical center. The center of the lens is called optical center. Now we'll draw the principal axis. So this is the principal axis, right? This is the F1 point, focal point. This is the F2 point. I told you when an incident ray passes through the center of the lens or optical center of the lens, it will pass undeviated, right? It will pass undeviated, right? This is the first ray. Second ray, when an incident ray is parallel to the principal axis. When an incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, the ray after refraction or after passing through the lens will pass through the focal point, right? Clear? Third ray will pass through the focal point F1. After passing through the focal point F1 and after refraction through the lens, it will pass through the lens and it become parallel to the principal axis. Three rays are there. 1, 2, 3. That we have done in the last class, right? So here we have three rays. With the help of these three rays, we'll draw different images formed by the lens, right? So I'm starting with first ray diagram. Suppose when an object is at infinite distance. I am doing this in case of convex lens, right? Just pay your attention because this is very important part. Clear? Now we'll draw a convex lens. Another name of convex lens is converging lens, right? First we'll draw its principal axis. This is the optical center and the principal axis will pass through the optical center, right? This is the principal axis, right? Here we have F1 point, focal point. This is the F2 point. You know that refraction can take place from both the surfaces, this and this, right? Now we'll draw only if the object is at infinity, it means the object is very far away from the lens. Now how will we show the rays of the infinite distant object? Naturally, if the object is at infinite distance, the rays coming from that object become parallel to each other, means we are showing here two rays. So if an object is at infinite distance, it means the rays are parallel to one another. So we'll show two rays from the infinite distance, they come parallel to each other. If they are parallel to the principal axis, then that ray will pass through the focal point 2, that we know, right? So this ray will pass through the focal point. Same way this ray will also pass from the focal point, right? This ray will pass from the focal point. Now in this case, the object is at infinite distance and the image is just like a point object. Here small image is formed. So the characteristics of the image that is formed, one more thing, convex lens forms real image, right? Convex lens forms real image. Now what are the characteristics of the image formed when the object is at infinite distance? The image is real, right? It is very, very small, or you can say that it is diminished, not visible because it is too small, right? And inverted, ulti. It will form inverted. When it will form inverted? When the object is infinite distance from the convex lens, right? Clear? So we'll do one more ray diagram. Okay. Now suppose the object is not at infinite distance. The object is little far away. We can't say that it is infinite. Suppose the object is at far distance. Not infinite means far distant. I am using a word far, right? Same type of lens we are using here. We are using convex lens, right? So here is the convex lens. In the ray diagram, first we draw the lens, then we'll draw the principal axis. Step by step we have to draw, otherwise it becomes really complicated. So this is the center part, is the optical center, so the ray will pass through the center of the lens. So this is the principal axis. Now please pay your attention, right? They are very important diagrams. So as you know that here is the f1 point, here is the f2 point. So as you know that focal point are the point where the converging or diverging of light rays take place. Now this one is f1. The distance between the optical center and f1 is called focal length, right? Same, if suppose this distance is 2 meters, if we increase the same distance further, so it becomes 2f1, double. Same 2f2, right? Now the object is little far away from the lens. Again we'll show two rays, right? So one ray will pass through the optical center, right? And one ray, suppose the rays is coming from inverted object. The object is here, slanting position it is having, and the ray is passing through the point focal 1. As you know that if the incident light will pass through the focal point f1, then after refraction it will, what it will do? It will become parallel to the principal axis, right? Clear, right? And where they match each other, where they join with each other, there they form an image. Here, right? There it should be straight, right? It is little slanting, so it should be little straight. So here the object is forming an image, right? At what point? f2. Now here the image is inverted, ulti. If the object is AB, then the image will form B dash A dash, right? Now second thing, if the object is at far distance, then the image will formed at focal point 2, f2, and the characteristics of the image formed by I told you that it is forming real image. Convex lens forms real image. As you know that in movie theaters they are using projectors, and the image that is formed on the screen is always inverted, right? That is an example of a convex lens, right? So what are the characteristics of the image formed when the object is far away? The object size is small, right? First we'll say it is a real, right? Then it is inverted and it is diminished, small size than the object. Clear, right? So here we have done two ray diagrams, right? So please go through these two ray diagrams, right? Then if you have any problem, then ask me in the Zoom class that we have tomorrow. Okay, right? And I want you to go through the chapter thoroughly, right? We have done almost half chapter. I want you to revise the chapter, right? So this is enough for today. So we'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye.